The Walrus and the Carpenter with Roger N and Roger D.
It's now decision time for me because I've got to narrow down my choice to get to my album of the year for 2020. My list of 5 include the Blackheart Orchestra with an album called Mesmeranto, absolutely superb album. Eel Pie, my friends from Los Angeles in California, with their debut album. What a great album, completely different than anything else I've heard over the last couple of years. Goes back to the late 60s, early 70s with the Yardbirds influence, John Mayall's Blues Breakers, Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac. It's all there on this album, their self-titled album Eel Pie, so that's in my list. Warm Rain is the next one, absolutely superb. Again, I've been playing tracks from this album for at least 2 years. The next one is a band I saw at the Salisbury City Hall just down the road from me here in Wiltshire, from Kenny Wayne Shepherd. It's one of the best live albums I heard for a long time. That's the reason for including it. The album is called Straight to You Live. Kenny Wayne Shepherd is my 4th choice. And my last choice is one of Chris's bands, Kepler 10, with an absolutely brilliant album called A New Kind of Sideways. I've now got to make a choice from those 5, which is so difficult. I know how Chris Hillman felt now. I'm going to make a choice. My choice of album of the year for 2020 is Eel Pie. One of the best current albums. What I like about their debut album is that the music is so current and yet influenced so much by the late 60s, and particularly Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac. A brilliant album. I'm now going to play another track from that album called Last Leaving Blues. My winner is Eel Pie.
With Paul Winn and Ben Darwin on Jorvik Radio.
Good evening and welcome to Blues from the Ooze on Jorvik Radio. With me, Paul Winn, and Ben Darwin.
Good evening.
So, on the other side of these microphones, we've got Andy Green from the band Eel Pie. Good evening, Andy.
Good evening, Paul.
The reason, really, we wanted to get in touch with you now was this show is from our sort of picks of the year, and we're delighted to tell you that Eel Pie is Blues from the Ooze 2020 Album of the Year.
You're kidding?
No, yeah. I've even made a certificate, mate, and I'll get it to you. No, I'm sorry. I got a top designer to put a certificate together. So yeah,
Wow, thank you. Oh my God, I can't believe it.
Well, no, you have to get the certificate.
We are in shock.
The certificate needs, again, it definitely had a really good reaction when we played it, and I've had a number of people asking us before you actually put it out, because you put it out to Spotify, didn't you? Eventually.
Yeah.
But before it was out
1st,
there, I had people saying, Eel Pie, where can I get hold of it, copy, and what can we do, and how can we get it?
Yeah.
And that's obviously a testament to the album itself.
Indeed, you're right. It's another edition of the Richard Harris Folk and Blues Show here for you, and I'm doing my favourites of the year. Not bests. They're not my bests, they're my favourites. I'm not a big fan on bests. Now I'm going to go to the where am I next? Blues. Oh yes. Ha ha ha. Blues indeed. Right, so what did I have? Obviously, I played John Primer and Bob Corritor's A Gypsy Woman Told Me at the start of the show. That was right up for it there. We've got Rory Gallagher, Check Shirt Wizard. Everybody was playing him, but it's a cracking bit of kit. Victor Wainwright and the Train, he did me an ID. Antti Garassi with some fantastic piano blues, Daydreams in Blue. We had Lloyd Jones as well, Tennessee one. Some big horns. Whitney Shea, Stand Up, Piece and Pieces, Betty Fox Band, some huge horns going in there. We got some serious heavy sort of blues rock with Ren Rivers Meet with Three Flies Free. We had a local independent guy, Trevor Babajack Steger with The Solemn Truth and Barefaced Lies. I thought that was really good. Robert John and the Wreck with which is huge sound, massive sound. Paul Allen as well, Blue Nights and Blue Notes. I thought that was a lovely CD. What else did we have? We had loads. Wide Mouth Mason, I Want to Go Home. That was close because that was a good 2-piece from America there. What we got, like I said, Robert Cray, well-known guy, that's what I heard. Albert Castiglia, Wild and Free, that's a big sound. Bob Angel, Supernal Blues and stuff like that. But then a CD dropped through the post, again, independent release, recorded it themselves in a little studio, and like I said, that they've put out all my little blurbs on little outtakes and stuck them out on their website page and put them all over Tinternet. And I did a review on it, and they said, Rich, no disrespect, but it sounded like you were actually in the studio while we were doing the recording. It was so spot on. I went on about the dirt on the floor, and you can almost hear hear the concrete and the walls and the sound between the speakers and stuff. And it was just a one take, played old 1950s amps. They said they had 27 microphones in this little dirty, well, not a little dirty, but very, very basic studio. And they turned everything up. You can hear it in the recordings, actually. They've got the amps tuned right up, because you can hear that fizz and that sort of tremble you get when you've got the amp turned right up, and the bass and the cabs are really pushing the sound out, and that they really are playing the guitars, bass and drums flat out as well. You've got to play them really hard, and they're just really having a good time. They're from Venice Beach, Los Angeles, California, and they contacted the show and they said, Rich, how do you like it? We're a new band. I've got no recording. We've done it because we love it. We play like really loud British style blues, although we're from Venice Beach, Los Angeles, and we want to send you the CD. And I said, well, I'd see. Again, independent, no PR, no nothing. He's just a basic CD with on the back of the CD cover. He's just written down. Andy's just written down the tunes and the timings in pen. So I thought it was great, and I listened to it, and I just got blown away. And I'm in the Independent Blues Broadcasters Association, so they are really enjoying the coverage, the band, which is Eel Pie, really enjoying and really appreciative of the coverage that the Independent Blues Broadcasters Association are giving this band, because they put the effort in as well. So this is Eel Pie. Thought it was great. Absolutely knocked my socks off when I heard it. Luckily, with my favourite CDs of the week, I'll be spinning them all next year, maybe one a month, depending how many CDs I'm getting in. But where have I got? Oh yeah, I'm going to play track 9. After all that, I'm going to play track 9, called 3 Rounds. My blues CD of the year, my favourite, Eel Pie for 2020. Get in. You can tell they're having a good time, aren't you? They're absolutely hammering the hell out of those instruments. My favourite blues CD of the year, 2020, Eel Pie. Thank you very much. They haven't got a label for it or anything, and it's just, they haven't got a sticky on the CD, it's just a blank CD, and he's written in the highlighter, Eel Pie, thanks Richard. They didn't think they were going to get such a response from that CD. They did it because they loved it. But it's an absolute blinder, it really is. Thank you very much for that.